In our first film, we learned about the fundamentals of private equity acquisitions and some of the financial measures PE firms use. You may have preconceptions about what working under private equity will entail. Here, some of the H&F team will share more about our small owner-operated firm. We'll explain our distinctive investment philosophy and give you a better idea of H&F ways of working. There are a range of investment philosophies across PE firms. Some firms focus on investing in distressed industries or slow growth markets, where restructuring and dramatic cost cutting may be required. These firms sometimes break companies apart before selling them to create value. On the opposite end of the spectrum, other firms focus on dynamic markets, where investments will help companies take advantage of value creation opportunities and scale. The H&F philosophy falls into the second camp.
We focus on doing one thing and doing it well, taking great companies just like yours and making them better. We are highly selective about our investment portfolios, and we're honored to be your partner.
What are some hallmarks of a great company?
We seek out companies that are number 1 or 2 in growing markets and industries we know well.
Companies with growing markets, great products, and strong cash flow.
But we'll also consider the people behind the numbers. Leadership, talent, and culture are our highest priorities when considering companies. They set the stage for growth, innovation, and productivity.
With great companies selected, our responsibility is to deliver value to shareholders, many of whom are retirees with state pensions invested in our funds, the company's board of directors, and of course, employees.
When it comes to how we deliver value, misconceptions and generalizations abound. Let's do a little myth busting, setting the record straight on how things are going to work. Common myth number 1. PE firms come in and fire everyone.
That is indeed the playbook of some firms, but we know that an integral part of a successful business is the team behind it.
We invest for the long term and have a long history of growing talent.
We take a better together approach. Keeping talent front and center is how we make great companies better.
Another misconception is that private equity is only interested in cost cutting.
Because H&F is investing in already successful businesses, we don't typically focus on driving out costs.
Our approach is actually often cost-intensive in the short term, but yields long-term value. We keep a balanced eye on costs, but we're more interested in value creation.
We envision the company 10 to 15 years down the road as a market leader. What will it take to get there?
Then we ignite that potential, providing the money and expertise to make it happen, and sometimes redirecting funds into smarter investments.
Myth number 3. Private equity will take over the decision-making.
We operate more at a board level than in day-to-day operations, supporting with strategic decisions, value creation plans, and industry expertise.
We don't come in with a prescriptive plan. Instead, we work as advisors and collaborators to the existing management team.
Through our various centers of excellence, you'll gain access to a network of experts and operating resources, including leadership development and talent acquisition support. Twice a year, we'll do a deep dive to review how the company's doing, assessing the talent pipeline, diversity, practices, and policies.
Myth 4. Private equity will change our culture.
We will respect the history, strategy, and ways of operating that have built a successful business, and we look to foster that rather than alter it.
Part of our due diligence in choosing companies to invest in the first place is deciding whether their culture is a good fit, because strong cultures are conducive to strong businesses.
H&F believes that value creation goes hand in hand with managing sustainability, including environmental and social risks, and capitalizing on opportunities. More and more consumers, business customers, employees, and investors are demanding that companies act on climate change, diversity, equity and inclusion, and emerging challenges like responsible AI. We'll always try to do the right thing because we know that being a strong corporate citizen makes commercial sense, builds resilience, differentiates your company, and helps to attract top talent.
We bring our H&F values to everything we do, sharing success, making decisions based on facts, continuously improving, and being transparent, which means addressing issues head-on. Doing business the right way is our responsibility, and one we take seriously.
We hope you now understand a little more about the H&F ways of working. Look out for our final video, where you'll hear directly from other companies in our portfolio about their experience of growth with us.